Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Getaway Crochet. I'm Lisa. Thank you so much for spending some time with me this Sunday. I have a lot of updates, well, not a lot, but yeah, well, I'd say a lot, yeah, probably. I have some finished WIPS to show you. I have so many things to talk about. Number one, I want to apologize that it's been 3 weeks. That was completely unintentional. I had my wisdom teeth out a couple weeks ago, which was quite the process at my age. I am 35, and I recommend if you get your wisdom teeth out, you get it before you are in your 30s. Because when you get older, it is a lot more difficult to heal, and the recovery time is longer. But before I get into that story, I wanted to explain I was planning on the week before I got my wisdom teeth out, I wanted to do a video. However, the neighbor that we share a wall with, she was having her roof reshingled. So it sounded like a jackhammer was going on my roof, so that wouldn't have worked out for you guys. We didn't need that distraction in the background. So apologies for that, but I am back. I have a lot of awesome things to show you today. Number one, I want to share with you, I got new glasses. So you shouldn't see me moving my glasses up and down, them falling off my face. I love my new glasses. They're awesome. It's amazing. It's been many years, probably 5 or more years since I have a hair on my glasses though, and it's bothering me. It's probably a dog hair. Anyway, so it's probably been over 5 years since I got new glasses, and it was incredible. When I put these glasses on, I could actually see things. I didn't realize how much I actually couldn't see until I put these glasses on. It was like, oh my gosh, I could read signs, like I can see details across the room. Like, it was craziness. So please make sure if you need glasses, you take care of that as you need to, for your own safety and driver's safety and things like that. Like, I did not realize how bad my vision had gotten. I mean, honestly, it wasn't like so horribly changed since I had gotten it done last, but like the prescription, I mean, like, look at my lenses. Look how thick these things are. These things are huge, okay? It's like wearing magnifying glasses, which is fine. I don't care. They asked me if I wanted to spend extra money and have the thin lenses, and I was like, no. I've had thick lenses for like 10 years. I don't really care. And it doesn't really bother me. I don't care. So, super excited. Got my new glasses. They are working wonderful. I can read. I can see, all the things with that. Okay, now I will go into the story of my wisdom teeth. So, yeah. So, I have not really been one to go to the dentist for numerous reasons, but when we were growing up, we didn't have insurance. We didn't have any kind of insurance, medical, dental, vision, nothing. So everything was out of pocket. So unless there was an emergency, we didn't go to the dentist. Thankfully, there was not an emergency when I was a child. I didn't really think about going when I did have insurance because I never had any issues, didn't think about it, whatever. So when I started having issues with one of my wisdom teeth that was coming through, but it was coming through like out sideways, it was super weird. I was concerned, and I went to the dentist. And yes, I got a lecture from the dentist about not ever coming to the dentist. And yeah, I know, it's not good. So please go to the dentist if you have not. Please do. It's gonna save you a lot of problems later on down the road. But anyway, went to the dentist. He took x-rays. I also found out that I have 6 baby teeth that I have not lost, which I never will lose. I also found out that I literally am missing 2 teeth that never actually descended and never were actually in my mouth to begin with. So these right here, these should be my eye teeth, which should be right here. But my eye teeth came in where these other teeth were supposed to come in, and the teeth that are where my eye teeth are supposed to be are still baby teeth, so I will not be losing those. So yes, my mouth looks weird, and that's fine. And then I have 4 baby teeth on the bottom that I've never lost either. Yes, I know I'm a freak. It happens. I've known this. It just really goes to show how much of a freak I am when it comes to my mouth now. So anyway, that's a fun story. But then he also, so then he said, you need to get your wisdom teeth out because there's no room in your mouth for these things to come in, which obviously I knew from the one that was coming in all wonky and sideways and not even in the realm of where it should be coming in. So I went into a surgeon, and bear in mind, like, I wish they would kind of explain what they're going to do. That is my only complaint about the whole thing besides the actual process. I wish I was so freaked out. I don't like I used to freak out when my dad would pull my teeth as a kid. Like, freaked me out. I did not like people touching my teeth, like the pain, like it was a whole thing. I don't, so the idea, I'm sitting in this exam room, he takes x-rays, and he's explaining how, like, the one wisdom tooth was actually like almost into my sinus cavity, this one was coming out at a whatever degree, and these two are actually going into my molars, which is why they hadn't come up. So that was quite interesting. However, he did not tell me what he was going to do or what was going to happen that day, which freaked me out. He said, we'll get these taken out, and here's what's going to happen. Afterwards, you're going to need to do this, 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 and this, and which was fine. And then he left the room, and I was in there by myself for like 25 minutes with just, it was super quiet. Had nothing but my thoughts to myself. I'm sitting there freaking out, wondering what the heck's going to go on. So they take me into the back, and oh, by the way, when one of the nurses took my blood pressure when I first came in the office, it was 230 over 100. Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. It was 230 over 100. And I looked at her and I said, I swear I'm alive. And she's like, yeah, I don't think that's right. I think this is one's broken. And I don't know if it really was broken, but I was freaking out, okay? Like not about my blood pressure, but I think that's why my blood pressure was so high, because I was freaking out. And I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it actually was that high, like, as freaked out as I was. But then she took it again and again and again, and eventually it went down to 149 over, 95. Which, not the best, but it was better than 230, right? Which I'm pretty sure 180 is stroke level, if I remember correctly, so I don't know if I would have been alive had my blood pressure actually been 230. I don't know medical stuff like that, but so that was something. So then they get me back into the surgical room, whatever, which was freezing. I don't know why they keep those rooms so cold. Does anybody know the answer to that? Like, when I went and had my hernia surgery, it was freezing in the operating room. Why does it need to be that cold? I don't understand. Anyway, first thing I noticed, it was freezing. So she's like, do you want a blanket? I'm like, yeah, it's cold in here. So then they took my blood pressure, and I'm like, well, it was 230 over 100 earlier. And she goes, oh my God, who took it? And I'm like, well, the lady over there. And she goes, but then she took it again with a different one, and it went down to 149. And they're like, well, that's not good. And I'm like, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying, that's what it was. So then they took it again, and it was 170. And I was like, yep, now we're going back up. And she goes, no, we'll give you something to bring it down. We'll get you some relaxing meds. So they get everything prepped, and they're bringing the tray in front of me, and I'm still wide awake, freaking out. And she's puts this nasal cannula on me for oxygen and stuff like that. And I did touch my glasses, you guys. Oh my God, I'm trying not to do that. I didn't need to touch my glasses and move them. I just did. Okay, anyway, back to my story. I'm freaking out about this surgery. It's already done. Oh my God. Anyway, okay, so they get everything, and then they started giving me relaxing meds. And then pretty soon I was kind of like dozy. I wasn't like out cold, but I was dozy. And I remember I could hear everything. I could hear like this, I don't know if they used a saw or what. I could hear everything. I could hear them talking. I could feel the pressure of when he was pulling out things or whatever he was doing. And I remember opening my eyes at one point when he was suturing one of my holes. And I just remember him holding up the string and the nurse cutting the suture, and I'm just like, okay, I don't care, whatever. Like, I was never actually 100% out cold. I could hear and feel things. Like, it didn't bother me by any means. I was relaxed. It didn't bother me, but I was not out cold. They did not give me the out cold drugs, nor did I get any feel good drugs afterwards. And by that I mean, I don't know what they give you, but like when my husband had his wisdom teeth out, he was a goofball afterwards. I don't know what they gave him, but he had like I don't know if they gave him the laughing gas, I don't know what, but I didn't get none of that. I was a little bummed out. So I did look like a chipmunk. I had huge cheeks, whatever. And then I didn't think anything of it. Like, I was doing everything according to the thing, didn't use a straw, didn't rinse with salt water after each meal. I barely could eat, to be honest, so I know I lost some weight. I ate Jell-O and yogurt. My mom bought me so much yogurt. Oh my goodness. I was expecting her to buy me like 1 or 2 containers of yogurt. No, she bought me like huge packets of like 8. She bought me like 3 or 4. So I was living on Jell-O. I did it again, you guys. It's out of habit. I'm just talking and it's a nervous reaction. It has to be because I don't need to adjust my glasses. So anyway, I was living off, I'm going to sit on my hands. I was living off of Jell-O and yogurt and pudding and mashed potatoes for like 5 days. And then I developed dry socket in one of my holes. If anybody has had dry socket, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Thankfully, I only got it in one of my incisions and not all of them. However, it is the most painful thing I have ever experienced in my life. It actually affected my hearing. So, Mr. Attention back there. So the day before, it actually started to become very painful in my ear. Like, I got pressure in my ear and it started ringing really loud. And I was having pain that wasn't really going away. And I just figured because I was talking a lot to patients and I was, using my mouth a lot, and I didn't think anything of it really until, like, it affected my hearing. And I'm like, oh, come on, what is that about? And then I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning with so much pain. It was just throbbing and it was like raw nerve pain. And it went from the place where it was all the way up my face to my eyeball. And it was like behind my eyeball and into my ear. And then it like radiated across my jaw. It was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. So I went in and he said, yeah, you got dry socket. And of course it happened to be on like, usually you get it within 3 to 5 days. It was on day 5. So they were like, well, it might not be dry socket, but it might. And it was. And so then I'm already in pain and he decides to stick this. If you guys have had dry socket, you know what was going to go on. He stuck this syringe of paste into my incision where this opening was. And yes, it hurt, but not as bad as the nerve pain, thankfully. And then he packed it in with gauze and my whole face was swollen on one side. I couldn't talk. Oh my gosh, it was the worst thing I've ever had. So that happened, and then my nose itches because I got dog hair on my face. So that happened. I am finally healed. It's been 16 days now. I am not experiencing pain. I can finally use a straw again. I was so nervous to use a straw because I never wanted to experience dry socket again. Oh yeah, and he also told me that if it happened again, I would have to do it myself. And it's okay when somebody else is sticking it in there because they can see what they're doing. Like, me sticking it into the hole of myself, that would have been horrible. So I'm glad I didn't have to do that again. I did do it one time. That was not fun. So, I hope that you get it done. If you need your wisdom teeth out, I hope you get it done in your teens and 20s. Because when you get it done at 30s, it's not fun. And I'm not saying everybody's going to have that experience, but I am just not good with recovering from things, apparently, either. So there's that. So that has been a couple of fun weeks for me. And then, so what else has been going on? Oh, I finished WIPS that I want to share with you, which we are going to start with now. Excuse me, I need to itch my nose. Okay. Aggressive nose itching. Okay, it should be good now. I say that like it's gonna be good. Oh, by the way, guys, it's like 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts outside today. So not only is my hair kind of a mess, but like you'll hear the wind in the background probably. It's not as bad as last weekend. It was probably like 55, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Like, I almost blew over walking to my car, and I'm not a small person. Like, it was bad. But anyway, so if you hear background noise, that's probably what it is. My hair is kind of a hot mess today because of the wind. It looked really good when I left the house this morning, and then I got back. I went to the grocery store to get stuff for Mississippi pot roast, which is cooking in the back. Super excited to eat it. And yeah, so let's get on to, oh my I'm sorry, I can't help it. There's little dog hairs everywhere in the house, and they affect me. And of course, I'm fine once I'm not on camera, but the moment I get on camera, all of a sudden all these little hairs itch my nose. Anyway, speaking of the hairs, where's the one that produces the hairs? I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about what I have been making, what I have finished, what I am currently working on, and what is coming up. Number one, WIPS that are finished. Okay. Remember my sunrise sunset blanket? I have finished my sunrise sunset blanket, guys. Isn't this gorgeous? This turned out so wonderful. I am completely 100% obsessed with it. It is easily a good 5 feet. I'm about, maybe about, I don't know. It's about 5 feet tall. I'm a little over 5 feet, so, and this is touching the floor. So this is, but look at these colors, guys. This turned out so well. I am so obsessed. I made it using, for those of you who have not seen my channel before, welcome, number one. But if you're curious as to what I made this with, let me find it. It's from Hobby Lobby. I have some left over even. It is Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel in the color Candied Orange. So that is what I used for my sunrise sunset blanket. Part of me wants to keep it, but the other part's like, you have enough blankets, where you're going to put it, that kind of thing. So I don't know if I'm going to sell it. What do you guys think? Should I put it on Etsy? What should I do with it? If you guys are interested in it, please let me know in the comments. I would love somebody to be as obsessed with this as I am. I mean, I just can't get over these colors. Does it not make you feel like you're on vacation? Or like you're at the lake or something like that? Like, look at these colors. How can you just not feel good about looking at these colors? So, I have not decided what I'm doing with this blanket yet, to be honest. If possible, I do not want to keep it because I have enough blankets. Alright, blanket number one finished. Blanket number two, if you remember, we're going to have a little combo about this. One second, let me find the square first. Okay. About a year ago, a year or two at this point, I don't remember, I started my fall patchwork blanket, which here's the square from it. And pretty sure it was around 2 years ago. Anyway, I decided the weekend after my surgery, my oral surgery, I decided that I wanted to put together a blanket. So which blanket did I put together? This one. It turned out way bigger than I anticipated it going to be. Number one, it is taller than I am. Number two, it's wider. It's probably about king size, queen size, king sized for dimensions. So I'm going to attempt to hold it up, but I'm guaranteed I can't hold all of it up because it's too big. So bear with me. I will try to get as much as I can in the camera. But oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this one too. And it inspired me to work on another one, which we will go into later. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy I can't even hold it up. Okay, it is like 10 feet tall, okay? Alright, here we go. We're gonna... so big, you guys. Oh my gosh. I gotta put this one. It's taking up the picture here. Alright. Alright, guys, here we go. Alright. Look at this blanket. It is so big, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Okay, does this not give you cabin vibes here? Look at this. This is gorgeous. It is huge. I have no idea. I had no plans that it was going to be this big, but it is, and it's gorgeous. And it seriously is giving me log cabin vibes. So immediately after finishing this blanket, I wanted to start a log cabin blanket. So I did. Let me show you. I only have one square actually completed, which is fine because I have so much other things I need to do. But look at this. This is so gorgeous. I love how this turned out. Tell me what you guys think in the comments if you like it. It's heavy. It's huge. Again, not intentional. So, there's that. Let me find my square. Okay, so inspired by the fall patchwork blanket this is going to be my cabin blanket. So it is brown, blue, dark green, orange, cream, like Cape Cod blue, and like a sage green. And then that is going to be bordered. I can't remember what I was bordering that with. It's on the table. All of the stuff I need is on the table, but. So anyway, inspired. I have many squares I'm going to make. It's not going to be obviously as big as that one, but I am want to redecorate our bedroom and make it kind of like cabin, like cozy cabin kind of vibes. So, and this actually matches the comforter that I've picked out and saved in my Amazon account. So this is going to be perfect. So, but once I get those things, I will share them with you. But yeah, just a heads up. This is a blanket in the works that probably won't get done anytime soon because I have, as we will talk about, a ton of things to get taken care of. Pardon me for just a second. I need to get this nail before it rips. I have a literally like a split right in the middle, and if I don't take care of it, it's going to rip down the center. I've had that happen numerous times before, and it's the most painful thing ever. Not as bad as dry socket, but very painful. So, and I keep clipping it. Okay, hopefully that'll stop doing whatever it's doing now. Okay, so those are the, I'm not going to touch my glasses. I don't need to. Those are the two big WIPs that I got done the weekend I had oral surgery. Very proud of that. Now, I had mentioned on the channel that I had signed up for a craft show at the end of October, which due to recovering and oral surgery and the things like that, I was like not able to do things for over a week or two. And the things that I wanted to do due to getting dry socket and things like that. So unfortunately, I will not be doing that show at the end of the month, but through work I work at a healthcare facility. Our healthcare facility does vendor markets for employees and stuff, and we are doing one in our building in November. So I signed up for that one. Now, I signed up for that one not only because the fee to participate in it is very minimal. However, I have a ton of orders for people at work. Not only that, but when I get done with orders, I get 2 or 3 more. So when I signed, everybody was asking me, are you signing up for it? What are you going to bring? Because apparently people are wanting to know what I'm making. I got requests to make bees, which was not something I wanted to do because everybody's making bees that's doing amigurumi, right? I want to do something that not a lot of people are doing. Okay, I don't want to jump on the everybody's doing this bandwagon, right? So I want to stick with my my dishcloths, my scrubbies. I'm going to have amigurumi there. Yes, I will have stuffed animals there, but I want to stick to my trueness of my business too. So for work currently, I have what do I need to complete? I need to complete a whale shark, a butterfly, and a raccoon to start with. The raccoon I have in pieces here, which I will show you. Ooh, there goes a foot. Here's the tail. Now I have tried this. This is a Pinterest, but no, it's an Etsy pattern I bought. Here's the body. I have not done the head yet. The head looks like it's going to be very complicated. I have redone this pattern 3 times now. And I sorry, I dropped this on the floor. No, there's dog hair on it, of course. Here's a foot. So I need to make the head and then put all the parts together. But anyway, I am not. I most likely will not be making a raccoon ever again. That has been such a pain in my butt. However, it's an order for one of my husband's coworkers who also works at the same healthcare facility, just a different location that I do. Um, so anyway, I have to do that. I have a butterfly for a coworker of mine, and I have a whale shark for another coworker of mine. I just got done with. Um, oh, I just realized that I don't think I ever showed you the amigurumis that I actually had made for my last show that I actually did them for. So the amigurumis that I have made, let me show you. I purchased a pattern on Etsy, the Oak and Marlowe pattern for the Mabel chicken. Super cute, big request. That's why I made them. I have probably like 13 chickens made in different colors. So I made chickens previously. And what I did not sell, I will be bringing to this market, which is more than plenty. So I have chickens. I also created, using the same pattern, I just altered it. With different yarn, I made little chicks. So here, let me show you a size comparison. So same pattern, different yarn. I altered the pattern a little bit. It doesn't have the crown on it, but everything else is the same. Then, I'm sorry I'm bending over in front of you guys. Then I found this super, super cute pattern on Pinterest for oysters. Okay? Tell me this is not adorable. Look at this. Look at this little oyster pattern. Oh my gosh. Look at this. And I made it so a lot of people make it so your pearls can't come out. I make it so your pearls can come out. So you make the shells, you sew them together, and then you put the pearl in. So I have 20 oysters made. Well, actually almost 20. I think I have 19 right now. I need 20 for the, I want to make 20 for the craft show. So I made little oysters, which have been one of my biggest sellers actually thus far. So I have those ready for the show. Then, a recent order I just got, so I wanted to do something for like October, fall kind of thing, since I was planning on originally doing the October show. And I found this cute little free pattern on Pinterest for a candy corn. So I made a little candy corn guy. Oops, sorry. Little candy corn guy, super cute. I made a big one in the Bernat Blank, sorry guys. Bernat blanket yarn. Thoughts are hard, it's my day off. Bernat blanket yarn, I'll show you a picture of what it looked like. And these have been a hit at work as well. So I had an order from my supervisor, actually. She wanted a candy corn family. Okay, don't tell me something I don't know. Okay, so here's the candy corn family in which I made. Oh my gosh, computer, what are you doing? Sorry. Okay, well anyway, you kind of get the gist, right? Like, big, medium, and small. She wanted the candy corn family. I did the candy corn family. Apparently I took the picture sideways and it's not liking me anymore. But I made big, medium, small. That was an order I finished. I got another order for a candy corn, so I did that. And an oyster. I just got that done. Then I just got another order for a football and then probably a dog or a plant, which, well, I haven't decided which one I'm doing yet. I have to find a pattern I like. And then our mail lady who ordered, she also ordered a bee. Now, with the bees, she ordered a bee a long time ago. And I wanted to use my own bee pattern that I created, but I don't like it. So I found this super cute bee pattern on Pinterest, of course, free. And I will show you what that looks like. Now, she not only ordered one for herself, but she also wants me to make a bunch of bees for the November 19th market at work. And she said there's this lady up on 4th floor who does what I do that's also obsessed with bees. So she does the mail, and she went up after I said, okay, I'll make bees for the show. She went upstairs and told this lady, and she's like, I'm gonna buy her out. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So she comes down just to tell me this. She goes, by the way, I talked to so-and-so upstairs, and she said that she's gonna buy you out of bees. And I said, no, she's not. I didn't say that. The mail lady said, I said, no, we're gonna split, we're gonna both buy you out. We'll split it. And I was like, oh my gosh. So how many bees do I need to make? And she goes, a lot. I'm like, okay. So, I made my first bee this week. I'll show you what that looks like. My first bee, it looks like a bee. Okay, nothing special, it's a bee. Sewed on the wings. Okay, a little obsessed. I'm gonna make more of these. I'm gonna make big ones and small ones. I made a small one, I finished it last night. Here's the size comparison, okay? I want size differences. I'm gonna make them in yellow and different colors as well. I'm gonna give the people what they want. They want bees, they're gonna get bees, okay? It's super easy pattern. Yeah. I don't want to make something too complicated, especially at night. I want to work on something that I don't have to think about too much. And this is definitely not a huge mind pattern. So, super adorable little bees. There will be more coming. I will share those with you as they come. This one's for an order, which I will give to my mail lady tomorrow. This one I'm just going to bring to show her in case she wants small ones. But I know that she's going to want so many. She's obsessed with bees. So, and her and this other lady. So I'm going to make a bunch of bees. I'm going to make 25 bees, at least. Little ones. Little bees are going to be 25. Big bees are not, that's not the price. That's the amount I'm going to make. Big bees, I'm going to probably make around 20, just because it sounds like they're going to be a hit and people want them. I will give the people what they want. Okay, I made 10 candy corns, so those are all ready to go. What else do I have? So chickens and chicks are done. Ugh. Oh, and I have to finish Happy Pills. I know I've shown you guys Happy Pills on my channel before. This is my own pattern. There's not a pattern for this. But I have to finish making different colors in Happy Pills. And since it's, you know, a medical, I work in the medical field, obviously meds, right? Pills, haha. So I think that'll be a good one. So I'm not making a specific amount of those. I just want to make one of each color. Then on my list of things, let me go find my list. Where's my list? Where did I put my list? Maybe I don't know where my list is. Off the top of my head, what am I going to make? Dogs, cats. Ideally, this is what I want to make. Whether I'm going to be able to get it completed in a month is, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Plus, all these orders I'm getting right now. And then I just got an order. Oh my gosh. I love my cup lady. The lady who made my alligator cup, she literally was seeing the pictures that I was just putting on Facebook and whatnot. And she was like, can I get 2 cows, 2 bees, an otter, a hedgehog? Like, it was like an order of like 9 things. And I'm like, uh-huh. I'm like, do you need this by a certain time? She goes, nope, not at all. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh my God, I have never had this many orders, you guys, like at one time. Like, I am so thankful for all of my customers. Thank you so much. It's just a little, I'm a little overwhelmed, you guys. I've had my business for almost 10 years, like my official business. I've been crocheting way longer than that, but I've had my business for 10 years. And I feel like this is the most orders I've ever gotten in a short amount of time like this. And it's wonderful. It's so wonderful, and I'm so thankful for that. And it's exciting and a little scary because I'm working full-time, I'm prepping for this craft show, I am trying to get these orders done for work, plus have everything that I want to have for this craft show, which I think is going to be probably one of the biggest craft shows I've ever had, considering, based on the reaction that I'm getting from my items that people at work are buying. So, I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm overwhelmed, I'm ecstatic, I'm all of the feels right now, and I don't know exactly what to think. So we're just taking it one item at a time right now. That's all we're doing. That's all we can do. I'm going to shut this blind, actually, because the lighting is actually kind of sucky right now. And I'm sorry that it's taken me almost the entire video to realize that. There we go. I had that window open earlier to cool it off, but... Oh yeah, now you can see my hair's a real hot mess. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, well. So anyway, now that the lighting's a little bit better. Apologies for that. I really need to pay attention. Oh, by the way, I'm hoping Also, guys, if you like these videos of mine, if you want to see more product I am making, please like and subscribe. Every little bit helps. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to do more for you guys. I'm trying to make a better channel, which is going to mean I need to upgrade my webcam eventually to a regular camera, which is not cheap. So every little bit helps. Any support you guys give me is wonderful. Like and subscribe. Comment if you would, please. I just want to do a better job. I want to have a good channel. I want to do more of what you guys want to see. So, I have plans in the future, believe me. I have upgrades and updates coming in the future for camera, microphone, everything. It's going to get better. And hopefully we'll even have a tripod again that does not break within 6 months. And we'll be able to film in different locations rather than just in front of my computer screen. That would be wonderful. So, goals. Anyway, so I have items I want to make. I want to make a couple bears. Elephants, I think. I don't know if I've shown you guys this little elephant I made. Sorry, holy smokes. This was a prototype, not my pattern. This is a Pinterest pattern. Most of my Pinterest patterns or most of my patterns are from Pinterest. I will buy patterns that people want. The raccoon is bought from Etsy. I probably will never make it again, but anyway, this pattern looks way cuter worked up in the Bernat blanket yarn. I'll show you a picture. I think I did last time, but I don't remember. So here's the, nah, that sucks. That's the candy corn family. Here's the elephant. Holy smokes. Okay. You can't really see the elephant. No, we can't see the elephant. I'll have to make one and show you guys next time. Wow. Lighting is just terrible. Okay. Well, there was a glimpse of the elephant, which you couldn't really see. But here is a little mini elephant. So I will be making little mini elephants, and I will be making bigger elephants for the show, because they're so much fun to make and they're easy. I want to make cats. I want to make dogs if I can. What else is on my list? I have so many things on my list. Let me look. I think I have. Let me just look on my Pinterest here and see if I can figure it out. Or actually, you know, let me just go find my list. Okay, I guess I left my list at work. I made it at work and I left it at work. Okay, so bears, elephants, pigs, the stuff that I've already shown you, dogs, cats. A lot of this stuff will have minis. Sorry, I thought there was a spider on me. So anything I can make with a big pattern that's easy, I'm going to make a mini one, because not everybody can pay for a bigger item. So I want to make little, like, $5, $10 items too. So the candy corns are like $5. The little itty bitty bees are $5. Like, I'm going to make little frogs. The pattern I made with my fish, the last time I made them, I can't actually get that pattern to work anymore. I don't know why. And the frog pattern that I made before is no longer available on Pinterest. So I have to find another frog pattern, and I hope it turns out as cute, because my frogs sold out at my last show. And I only had like 5 of them. But I want to make little baby frogs. I just can't remember off the top of my head what else I want to make. Anyway, the market's about a month away, so we will be talking more about that. About what I'm going to have. Oh, cows. I want to make some cows. I'm looking right at a cow right now. That's what made me think about it. I bought that at Hobby Lobby, by the way. So I want to do that. If I can get it done, I want to do a reindeer and I want to do a snowman. Since it's November, the holidays are coming up. We are getting into a lot of items at this point. So I don't know what's going to be feasible at this point and what's not. So octopuses, octos. I want to make octopuses as well. Plus, I have a custom order I need to make for a friend's son this month. Oh my goodness, my head's gonna explode. This is what's going on in my head. Like, I am super excited. I have all these things I have to get done, but like, I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that, I gotta do that. Oh my gosh. But then when I have to do something, it takes the joy out of it. And I'm like, ah, my head's gonna blow up. Please tell me if you guys experience that too, when you get a little overwhelmed, when you have deadlines, when you have... I usually work better under pressure, but I don't know if I've ever been under this much pressure at one time for my business. So we'll see what happens with that. Ooh, otters. I need to make otters. I'm looking at like random animals around me, and I need to make all these things. I want to make a rat too, but I don't need one. So that is what is going on in my world, guys. Oh, I'm making 2 baby blankets for coworkers who are having babies within 2 months of each other right now. I have one that's due in December and one that's due in February. So I'm almost done with the one that's due in December. I've been working on that kind of mindlessly. Like if I do 2 or 3 items at night, and then I sit down and I finish this blanket. And I'm almost done with it. So I should be able to get that done this week. Oof, I got so much going on, you guys. I'm everywhere right now. My brain is 5 different directions at one time. Plus, I'm trying to spend time with my husband, do things with him, which, let me tell you, when my brain is, I go to work, I come home, I do this, you know, after work, my hair is sticking up. Oh my goodness. I am a little overwhelmed. I'm a little busy. I don't know how everybody has time for all these things. A friend of mine, she literally works full time. She has a very active, like, 7-year-old kid, and she runs a business, and she does craft shows almost every weekend. I'm like, how do you... I mean, she does not, like, hand make her stuff. It's 3D printed, but still. She literally takes her weekends for her rest time and does craft shows, which 2-day shows are exhausting. I can't do them without taking 2 or 3 days off afterwards. But because I have issues that take so much out of me anyway. So if I have a 2-day craft show, I have to take 1 day off afterwards, like, just to recuperate. And she just keeps go, 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 go. I don't know how people do it. I honestly don't. My weekends are my time to reset. And, like, the thought of doing craft shows, working full time, doing this at night, doing craft shows every weekend, like, that just, that ain't gonna happen ever. I'm limited with my craft shows every year anyway, because it's important for my mental stability to make time for myself and relax and rest. There are lots of naps every weekend. There is lots of sleep happening, 10 to 12 hours every night on the weekends. I want to make sure I need to reset, just because I'm not sure what that was. Pretty sure I hope that was the dog. Or trash is blowing into my house, one of the two. Anyway, with my anxiety, depression, PTSD, it's such a struggle for me to just sometimes and I know I've mentioned this before, you guys, but I keep it real. I keep my struggles real, because nothing's picture perfect like you see in the movies. Nobody can just keep, like, people have struggles. This is my struggle. Literally every day during the work week, it is a struggle for me sometimes just to get up and leave the house. It is the hardest part of my day to just to function, or attempt to function normally. I'm so exhausted when I get home mentally, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit on the couch and be a blob. Sometimes that's my reality. So I can't do craft shows every weekend. It's just not feasible, because I don't have the time to just sit there and pound out product every night, because not every night I can function. Some nights I literally can't do anything but sit on the couch and watch TV, which is fine. That's okay. But I just kind of want to give you an idea of why I am choosing, even though I signed up and I paid for the craft show this month, I'm not doing it, because number one, I'm not going to have enough product to do this show and the one in November. And I think the one in November is going to be bigger. Oh, my nose itches again. Sorry. Nobody wants to see that. Sorry. Itchy nose. Itchy nose. Okay. I'm just keeping, I don't want to take the joy out of my business. My business is a joy. It always will be a joy. And once it does not become a joy anymore, that's when I have a problem. That's when I need to step in and say, it's not worth it, because I started this just to get rid of things. Yes, I'm my crochet business will always be an enjoyable thing. The moment that it's not, we need to reevaluate what we're doing, because it's not a job to me. I don't want it to ever be a job, which is probably why I will never be able to do it full time. The stress of like having that full time, being able to support myself on crochet full time is, number one, not feasible in this region that I live in. Number two, I feel like if I do that, it's going to take the joy away from crocheting, because I'm going to have deadlines. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. Everything is going to be structured. It's going to be, you have to do this. You have to do that. You have to have this by this time. Not my kind of thing. I work better at my own pace, when I can do things when I want to do them. I still want to enjoy it, and I feel like if I have to, reach a certain amount by a certain time to make this certain amount to pay this bill, it's not going to be worth it for me, and I'm going to hate it. And I never want to hate crochet. That's not why I started crocheting. I crochet, as you can, as you get in my title, it's my getaway from the world. And I don't want to take that and make it into a love-hate thing, like, oh my god, I have to crochet today. No, it's, oh my gosh, I get to crochet today. Oh my gosh, I get to sit down and just do something I love. And then I get to watch somebody pick that up and enjoy it for themselves. That's why I do this. To watch a friend's kid open a blanket that I gift wrapped for him, that's why I do it. To watch a friend's kid who's been struggling with anxiety to open something that's colorful, the look on their face, the look on mom's face, that's why I do this. I don't do this to get rich. That is never going to be a thing in my world. I started it, when I started it, I was not working outside the home, but I didn't do this to make money. I did it to eliminate the inventory in my house. And because my husband thought, since everybody likes it, why don't you just sell it? And I was selling it at like super low prices. Prices that I couldn't sell it at nowadays, but I don't want to take the joy away from it by making it like a full-time business. I just don't think that's ever going to happen. I mean, would ideally, if I didn't actually have to we didn't need 2 jobs to survive, and my husband could, make our income sustainable, and then whatever's extra comes from my income, that's fine. If we ever get to that point, that's great. I will do crochet and things on the side and just have that as my job, but to have the pressure of needing to make a certain amount to live on is too much pressure for crochet, because number one, in our area, you can't make a living. You can't make a living on crochet in this area in North Dakota. You cannot. And the more and more people that do the amigurumi, and the more people that do the craft shows, I'm noticing it's harder to get into them. So the less craft shows, the less money you're making. I don't want it to be about the money. It's never been about the money. Ever. Ever. And when it becomes about the money, I have to take a step back and be like, nope, this is not why you do this, Lisa. And my husband reminds me of that when I get bummed out at a show, like, oh, I'm not making any money. Lisa, you don't do this for money, remember? You do this because you enjoy it. You love to make people happy. You do this as your getaway. It's a bonus that you get to sell it. Boom. So I need to keep that in the forefront. But that's what I'm trying to remind myself of right now, because I'm a little overwhelmed, very excited, but overwhelmed. I can do this one project at a time, right? We are going to take it one project at a time, and that is how we are going to get this done. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Thank you for listening to me ramble about my philosophy of crochet a little bit here. I hope you enjoyed the WIPS that I have finished. The blankets that I finished, the amigurumis that I have done. I hope you enjoyed looking at those. Please let me know in the comments what you think of the stuff that I've shown you today. Please let me know if there's something that you would like me to show you, or at some point like me to make and show you. What are you guys working on right now? It's October. Are you guys working on gifts for people? Are you working on Halloween stuff? Like, Halloween is a huge thing. I wanted to make so many other things that were like Halloween colored, and I'm not going to get to them right now because now I'm hardcore market prepping. And we're doing orders in between market prepping. That is how it's working right now. That's how it's going to be, especially since thankfully so far none of the orders I have a time that they need to be done by, thankfully, except for maybe one, which shouldn't be that difficult. I'm playing with this little rattle that I play with when I'm trying to think and I'm overwhelmed. Yeah. So we're a little overwhelmed, our head's exploding. We're just gonna take it one stitch at a time, one item at a time, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna do as much as we can. Ideally, everything I want to make, I know I'm not gonna be able to make. And if I do make if I make one of everything, great. I would like to make more than one of everything, but reality. And bags. I want to do bags. I have to show you my one bag that is done is actually packed away still, so I will show you that next time, hopefully next time or some point in the near future. But I want to make bags for this show too. Am I gonna have time to do all that? I have no idea, you guys. I would love to, but reality is something completely different. I don't have all day every day to work on it. I only have a few hours at night to work on it. And then even then, I don't want to work on everything sometimes. I'm mentally shot. So we're gonna see what we can do. We'll see what we can do, and we'll go from there. But this is I want this to be a fun experience. I don't want it to be stressful, and I don't want it to be like that. So I'm trying to make it just fun, just loosey-goosey. Do what you want to work on. Pop in an order here, and then work on that, and then pop in an order here. You know, make it fun, because that is what this is about. Crochet is relaxing, it's fun, it's not supposed to be work, it's not supposed to be stressful, it's not supposed to be all of the things that a regular job is. Loco, do you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come here. Come here, baby. You want to say hi to the camera? Yeah? Come here. Up. Come here. 1, 2, 3, up. Come here. No? Okay. Alright, I guess he doesn't want to say hi to the camera. No. Yeah. Yeah. He's been my little couch buddy. I've been pretty much just nesting over in this one area. I did need to touch my glasses because I got dog hair in them now. And there it is, right there. So I've been sitting on this one area for like weeks, obviously, after work. That's where I just sit. It's my little crochet nest. I believe that everybody that crochets has a crochet nest. Mine's, right now it's the couch, and then there's just crochet and stuff all around me. All around me. I would show it to you guys right now, but I have a bunch of other stuff that's just out of sight of the camera. Just for, what? What? What do you want? Want some yummies? You hungry? Yeah, you want your yummies? Okay, yeah, I'll feed you. He has dog food, but I bought him this canned dog food that goes with his dog food, and he really likes that, so. That's what is called his yummies. What? Come here. What? 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 I don't know what you mean. You're such a bean. I have no idea where I was going with that now. Anyway, guys, I've been yapping for an hour almost. In 6 minutes, it will be an hour, so I'm going to let you go. I'm sure you've heard enough of me today. I think Loco wants me to stop talking, don't you? Yeah, I know. You want attention. He needs to eat his yummies and pesky buns. How do you have yarn on you? Well, that doesn't surprise me. There's yarn everywhere. And when there's not yarn, there's dog hair. Right? Yeah. So anyway, I will leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know what I can do to make these videos better, minus lighting, you know, things that I can't really control all that well. I'm working on it, guys. I'm trying to upgrade my equipment to make these better, okay? But right now I'm working with what I got. So, please like and subscribe. Comment in below what you think. Tell me what you're working on. What kind of do you have shows coming up? If so, what are you making? Tell me all these things. I would love to know. I want to interact with you guys more than I have been. So, and more videos will be coming for sure. I have plans for videos, and I can't wait to show you what I get done this week. I think we're gonna just start doing what can I make in a week for this craft show. I think that will be the next segment. What do you guys think? Tell me. Okay, guys, you have a great rest of your weekend. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I hope work is not too stressful. If you are stressed, please sit down and get some crocheting and crafting in. Just get away from the craziness of life. With that, you guys have a blessed, blessed week. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.